Justin Tucker for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Gunnar Olszewski bringing it out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their own 18.
And they'll send Pickens in motion right here. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 16-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Odafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack.
They'll set up a throw. The sack there by Roquan Smith. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted.
Picked up by DeMonte Casey. There he goes left side. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Off play action, Pickett.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack.
And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right down behind center. And they'll end up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Johnson moves the chain, something he did plenty in 2022, leading the Steelers in yards and catches, but also had the unfortunate distinction of having the most catches yards in the NFL.
Touchdown! Calvin Austin,
an 18-yard touchdown.
And the Steelers are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that.
as they continue to survey the field. Picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play action. It's Jackson. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
To the right side, incomplete to Washington. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Harris running straight ahead. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a fourth down. Boswell's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So golden field position there is squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-to-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls. Because
and now off to the races, down the right side.
And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal. They'll try and run. Edwards. Calling a gain of 5, but still a decent ways from the end zone now on 4th and goal.
Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your two-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Olszewski now from his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Looking to throw, Pickett. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. A short one there to Freiermuth. Get this one across the 45 before it's brought down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Pickett will look to throw it here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
And they'll send Pickens in motion right here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. Pickett back to throw. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. In motion goes the tight end. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They pitch it to Harris. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Patrick Queen, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this 1st half. But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this 1st half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Here's Johnson with a reception.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A loss of 2 there. Second down. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Olszewski now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up.
Completes this one to Pickens.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
First and 10 at their 46-yard line.
To the air on first down with Pickett.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
18 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Pickett.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Pickett. That's complete to his tight end flyer move.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. And in for the Steelers touchdown. In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Steelers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Boswell good with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
So the late touchdown ties things as they will kick this one away in the final stages of the half.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Olszewski now from his end zone. Fighting his way through contact. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 65 yards.
When you get into the second half of the tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Steelers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for the offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
He's out of bounds, but not before getting it down inside the 10.
With all the specialization we have in this great game, at some point the head coach is going to take charge of every group. And I think at halftime, he spent a little time with the special teams coach, said, look, you've got to find a way to get us a big play to help us get back into this.
And they'll try the option on first and goal. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. T.J. Watt, always the disruptor, there to blow that play up.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
Great coverage down in the end zone. He's scanning the field, looking. No one ever came open. So in the end, he makes the best decision and just fires it over the end line.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Now Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Back of the end zone. Can he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one. Not to have another turnover on his ledger.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Olszewski now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're rocking and rolling, but the scoreboard doesn't show a big difference. You know, maybe it's one of those games where coaches say you can't miss your turn on offense.
I like the way you phrased it, especially with that. I love that rocking and rolling because the explosions on offense are happening. So that's going to keep the crowd going. They're loving that. But defensively, they just can't get it together to get the stops they've needed in order to help increase their margin. They've got to find a way, but you're not counting on it. That's exactly what you said. Can't miss your turn, can't miss your opportunity.
Yeah, they're going for another opportunity now. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there's no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Back to throw, Pickett. And it is caught. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And take it right on the 30. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the...
And it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
Pickett going to move his guys around.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
That's good for the Steelers. First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
In motion right goes Johnson. Pickett now on first down. He's got this to Pickens.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it with it in high lash. Dropped at the 1. Harris diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
How nice is it that you got a Najee Harris in the backfield when you get down near the goal line? He can use his 230-plus pound frame to just get you those tough yards, and he finishes things off here with a touchdown run.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Jackson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. A give up the gut to Hill. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. They go play action now. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he'll get this up to the 45-yard line. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. First and 10 at the 45. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. Down the left sideline. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. 55 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Jackson. And he's brought down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Jackson will keep it, and he is going to lose yardage here. And quickly they get to the line. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Out to his left. He's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Olszewski now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
And they'll send Pickens in motion right here.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got him. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now Pickett. Setting up the screen, Harris.
And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So here we go. On now is the kicker, Chris Boswell. Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So Allen CD going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Play action. Now Jackson. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10.
Now Jackson on 1st down.
Throw caught by Flowers.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and
2. Jackson to throw. That one into the hands of Flowers. Still going. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Second down, goal to go. Now Jackson.
Able to get away. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Throwing, Jackson.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion.
Jackson.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And the Ravens have got it. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go down.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. Boswell's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do and kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Sheds off the tackle, and he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Here's 1st and 10. Jackson.
Sliding out of the pocket. And incomplete on the deep ball. So after all
going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
One last shot for Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Flowers.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.